Howdy, everyone, and welcome to the Student Government Association Unplugged podcast. Please remember that while this podcast is presented by members of UTRGV SGA, the opinions, ideas, and discussions shared in this episode are our own and do not necessarily reflect the official views or positions of the UTRGV Student Government Association.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to SGA Unplugged, the UTRGV Student Government Association podcast. I'm Kevin Flores, along with my co-host
Daniel Vaquero.
And today we have two very special guests, the youngest vice president in SGA history.
Hey everyone, my name is Ian Alexander Alfaro.
And the oldest graduate senator ever.
Hi, my name is Jeremy San Miguel.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. It's amazing. I'm very excited.
Yeah, so stoked to be invited. Thank you.
That's awesome. Let's start by y'all introducing ourselves to our listeners. Tell us a little bit more about yourselves, role in SGA or UTRGV, and go on.
Okay, so I'll start with myself. So, you kind of introduced myself a little bit. My name is Ian Alexander Alfaro. I'm the youngest VP of Student Government Association here at UTRGV.
Do we have proof on that?
I think we do. I asked Delma, and she was like,
Oh, okay, we're gonna
she went back.
We're name dropping people. Okay.
She went back. I remember. Okay, well, I could say the story after I introduced myself.
Go
but
ahead.
okay, so my name is Ian. I am a student here. I am currently a junior. I'm a pre-law student. I seek to go to law school after I graduate here from this amazing university. And yeah, I love law. I love student government, and yeah, I guess that's what I'm saying about myself so far.
What's your role, though?
Oh, what's my role? Okay.
Yeah, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna expand on that. So, as vice president external, what my job is, it's kind of in the name. I'm the vice president external, so I'm very focused on outreach, and I'm very focused, and what I love doing it too. I love putting not only student government but our university on the map, especially how big it's getting. We just got a football team, so I go and outreach. I talk to local officials. I know we had that at the Senate meeting. We had mayoral candidates come to our Senate meeting. We got to talk to them, and we got to really advocate for our university. And I do that a lot. I every chance I get to talk to any leader, I advocate for our university, and yeah, and I go around. We also, everyone does this as well at SGA. It's not just a vice president external only duty, but we go to clubs, we talk to them, and I know Kevin has done that. I know Daniel, you've done that a bit too.
What about Jeremy?
Jeremy, he is the grad senator, so I can let him talk about that a little bit. And that's a brief introduction a bit about me, I guess. Yeah. So Jeremy, go take it.
Yeah, I'm a grad senator, and I do stuff.
Like what? What kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff? So as a graduate senator, we have to represent the needs of every single one of our master's and doctoral students. And right now, there's hovering above 5,000.
5,000.
Awesome.
Yeah. We are.
Wow.
We as an institution are yearning to be R1, right? That opens up so much more money, so much more opportunity for funding, and it requires the strength of our PhD and EDD and medical doctors, right? All working as one. A little bit about me. I am a doctoral student myself in the College of Education, and I think I'm a professional student. Not going to lie. I have been here at UTRGV and our legacy institution since 2011.
11. So you were here when it was called UTPA?
Name shall be omitted. Yeah, since it was UTPA.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome. It's great to have both of you all here. We have a very diverse group of people here in this podcast, and I think that's what's gonna make it amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, what motivated each of y'all to join SGA? You as a graduate student senator, being older, and you being so young at 20 years old?
You want to start?
Oh, wait, you were 19, right, when you were elected VP?
I was 19 when I was elected.
Wow, way to brag about it.
No, he asked me a question.
So cool.
So many accomplishments.
I was 19 when I got elected, and I turned 20 in the middle of my term. But I'll let Jeremy answer that question, which was, what was the question again?
No, as a graduate student senator, like why? What did you join SGA? Like, what did you have any goals in mind for graduate senators, or you join for what reason?
So there's a really really famous quote, and it kind of echoed in my head during the time that the applications opened up. It is, if serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you. And so I realized that we weren't getting. I was connecting with offices that were taking in applications, and apparently they weren't getting too many for our graduate senators. Right? It's something that we as graduate students have to deal with oftentimes: work, second jobs, third jobs, families. And I was like, well, I can't say that serving is beneath me, so I applied. I got in unopposed.
I was about to say, to this point, is there still underrepresentation?
We still have one position, to my understanding, that can be filled. And with that said, the other side is graduate students, I don't want to say are often underrepresented in the allocation of resources, but there are certain services that close, right? We talk about counseling services, food and dining services, and we have classes all the way till 10, 11 p.m., by the way, here on campus in Edinburgh, in Brownsville, Harlingen, Westago. And so I just wanted to serve as a voice to kind of ascertain how much need there is. So we're actually planning a really, really big survey, right? And from that, the world is ours. Thanks.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Jeremy.
Now, let's go ahead and just take a quick little gander at both y'all's idea at the university. For this question for both of y'all, if there is one thing that you could implement that would be a major change to this campus in any aspect, what would it be? Like, think of it as a snap of a finger, boom, you got it.
Okay.
Ooh, I want Farrell to answer this one
That's
first.
really funny because I wanted Jeremy to answer this first.
Okay.
Too
Can-
bad.
Can I answer the other question first?
No.
No?
Yes, go
Okay.
ahead. Go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll answer that question and then I'll answer the other one. So the question that was asked to both of us before this, why I decided to join student government.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I skip you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
my
skipped
bad.
them.
You get enough
Just a
special
little
treatment.
bit,
You get
just a
enough
little
special treatment. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Mr. Chair of the Senate. So, I mean, I'm gonna name Kevin here because Kevin was a big part of why I joined student government. But as a student, freshman year in college, my freshman year here at UTRGV, I wasn't very involved with the university. It wasn't until my sophomore year. Actually, no, like freshman year spring, where I was like, okay, I need to get involved. Why? Because I want to go to law school and I need to develop my soft skills. And I just, yeah, and I had a heart for just service. So sophomore year came, I was in the mock trial team, and we were gonna compete. And I remember Kevin coming to me, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to join Student Government Association?" And at the time I didn't know what student government was. I didn't know we had a student government. I didn't know what it was. So Kevin explained to me, hey, like they pass legislation. It's structured as our government, as our United States government. And he tells me about it, and I'm like, well, wow, that sounds interesting. However, my heart at the time, I was like, I'm doing mock trial. I'm so locked in on this. I told him, look, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to put my 100%, and I don't want to not put my 100% in that. Well, my mock trial competition got canceled.
Thank God.
No, it was literally and then Kevin came up to me again. He asked me, he was like, hey, that spot is still here. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. I want to be more involved. And I'm very into, I love reading books. I'm very into just making change in our nation. And yeah, and so if I can make change here at the university, I would love to do that. And so Kevin told me about that. And Kevin was a big part of why I decided to run for Student Government Association. So thank you, Kevin. And I mean, I love it. I got to meet all of you all, literally. I'm on this podcast. And yeah, I mean, I've made a lot of great friends, and we're getting a big ball rolling. It's amazing. So yeah, that's a reason why I decided to run for student government.
So now back to the question Daniel asked. Of all these changes, if you could do one, If you like the change you want to see most, not even change, maybe just something you'd want to see at UTRGV.
Could be anything. Literally an extra restroom, something. Anything that you would want. The snap of a finger,
Okay.
boom, it's done.
Snap of a finger.
Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, I have. Oh my gosh,
That-
I have
that'd be
so many.
amazing.
I have so many options. Like,
Then
D1
choose one.
D1 football. I mean D1. We're already D1. I mean like the division. The
Come on, wish granted.
what's-
Wish
no,
granted.
no, no,
Vice President extended.
no. What's the I guess not the division, but not the league. What is it called? The one where Texas plays.
Conference?
Conference. There you
Yeah,
go.
SEC.
Maybe be as get there and be
SEC.
champions. But yeah, that's one. Another one. I mean, if it was possible, like Jeremy said, I'm not gonna say Cheesecake Factory, but maybe just having a lot more like healthier options here around campus. Having Panda Express isn't healthy. Right? it depends what you get, but having a lot more food options, like that would be amazing. I mean, I eat Chick-fil-A almost every day, and the dining hall there is great too. But I think we do need more food here, and I think later in the future, as we're growing, I think that might be a possibility, to be honest. But honestly, my serious one. This is the answer.
This is the
on the
serious one.
on the record answer.
Okay, on the record.
A law school here would be amazing.
Hey.
And
Someone's excited.
yes, I know a lot of people. I mean, we've advocated for that. We've talked to a lot of officials in office. I know one of our senators, Senator Uscanga, he wrote a bill about that.
Senator Alexis Uscanga.
Yes, Senator Alexis Uscanga did write a bill on that, and we talk about it a lot. And we have everything here except for a law school. And I think me as a pre-law student, it would be amazing if I can help that. If we had it, I would go to the law school here. And I live here. This is the RGV has my heart. And yeah,
So-
Jeremy, you're the graduate senator. So what do you think about that, about law school here? That's my on the record response.
On the record. Okay, I'll crop the other two out.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to broadcast those other two.
The raw answers. A law school, when we think about why we even have a school of medicine, and that's why we had the merger, right? The merger was to ensure that we got access to what we call PUF funds, and those PUF funds allowed us to have a school of medicine, and now we have the first school of podiatric medicine in the state of Texas, and everything great with the school of medicine and they're doing with the community is because there was a plan put in place. I don't think we've ever had a sufficient enough plan, to my understanding, to get a law school here.
Yeah.
There hasn't been enough ascertained interest, right? Just like there was for medical school. But I'm right for you. If there was a law school here, I'd probably change careers right now. Now, you asked, what would I do with the snap of a finger? My heart is for our students. So if I never get into a law school and I just graduate with my doctorate in education, I want to spend my life making the university better for students. And so that means capturing the student voice. I wish that could be used more. You talked about Panda Express. My first response to that is, what do our 35,000 students want? Over 35,000 students want.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I thought we were at 33,000. We're above 30. We're above 35.
35,000
Wow.
this fall semester.
Not to get too into that topic, but I can tell you what those students want is more parking. That's the first thing. But the second thing would probably be Cheesecake Factory.
With respect,
Daniel wants Cheesecake Factory.
yeah. With respect to parking, I know a parking garage kind of gets brought up a lot. I will say that research, to my understanding, has been done, and it would probably cost about each spot about $10,000 a year to reserve that. That's how pricey they are. You don't see the return on investment for after our lifetime. Interesting enough, you do your research on the construction side. My snap of a finger, though, ideally, oh no, it is gone from my memory because we've been talking about so many great things.
Hey, but think about it. Snap of the finger means
Yeah.
all the issues that come with it don't
Yeah.
come
Yeah.
with it, right?
Anything-
Snap of the finger, everything, perfect world.
Okay, yeah, perfect world. I would ensure that our students, all of them, got real world experience when they were taking their classes. So if you look at the major Ivy League institutions, how are they so different than us? They teach real world application, and then they partner with businesses from across that specific area.
So it's like pseudo internships or what? Like you work with a real company?
Yeah. During your actual class, you don't need an internship class at the end of your 4-year program. You get them built into your classes. In law school, to my understanding, most of them every year will have a clinic class,
Yeah.
right? And so you will do service, School of Social Work, School of Nursing, School of the PA school from across the United States. The most reputable ones have clinics where they actually get to serve within those specific programs. It's built into the classes. That's what I would do different,
Yeah.
if I could.
Wow, I actually really love that response. Oh my god.
Is it good? Okay. Yeah. No, I really do love Jeremy's response.
More than yours.
Hey, a law school here would be amazing.
That would
honestly.
be nice. I've heard. But
Yeah,
Team
we have a very big pre-law concentration over here. We
How
have
big?
We have a lot of students.
But is it big enough?
Oh.
I think in the future the demand is just getting higher. I really do think that the demand for it is getting higher, and I do see in the future of us getting a law school here.
Now, as someone who's probably going to be graduated from law school by the time that type of bill or money becomes available, you are now renting an apartment, and the city comes to you and says, hey, City of Edinburgh says, hey, we really want a law school, but it's going to cost you about $15 a year in taxes per person. Would you say yes to that?
Would I say yes to that?
Yeah.
I'm
On the record.
On the record.
Because right now,
Okay, so
most-
the number you're getting, is it like a real or is it just hypothetical? Is it-
Arbitrary.
yeah.
Arbitrary.
so, yeah, it's arbitrary.
$15 in taxes. Okay, so I mean, right now there's a whole mayoral election going on for the city of Edinburgh, and they're talking. A lot of the things I'm talking about that I'm hearing is spending their taxes better.
Yeah.
And I really think the city of Edinburgh, I want the valley to be more educated, and I really do think getting more. I was gonna talk about your answer too, the one you said about how there's like built-in internships in the schools, like the Ivy Leagues.
Okay.
A lot of the issue why we don't do that here is because there's not a lot of places around here in the valley where we can have that going on. Why? Because the city of Edinburgh, the valley, we need to be more educated. And I think if higher taxes means, hey, we're going to get an amazing law school program, and if it's worth it, I would say yes. And I think up to debate, a lot of people think, hey, no, we should be spending our taxes here. Our taxes aren't getting spent well here. I think, for me, if our population is going to be more educated, and then, yeah, I would say yes, because a higher educated population means a lower crime rate, and it means better jobs. So,
in the future, and that I
Yes.
agree with you that might be worth it. I remember, I don't know if it's like the exact facts, but I remember a couple instances where someone told me, and I Googled it, it was sure that they were going to build factories down here, but they didn't have enough engineers or certain workers, and then they go up to Houston, San Antonio, and then that's a lot of business that, maybe with what you're saying could have been down here.
Yeah, I think we have all the tools we need. I mean, we have the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. We are an amazing school.
We're ranked number one
Exactly,
in Texas.
and I think I'm seeing a lot of our students, they get a degree, they're getting all this amazing stuff, and they're using their talent somewhere else instead of the valley.
If I may interject, I think it's also just the opportunity.
Yeah.
There's none of these, we're starting to get some of it, but most of the big companies are just going to the bigger cities.
Yeah.
And I think that's really why people, like how you say, are just moving out of the valley that finish here. That's could potentially also be why we have less internships for graduate senators and all that.
I want to hear Jeremy's opinion on about this, because since he's a graduate senator and he's been here since 2011.
Go for it, Jeremy.
Yeah, there's definitely been an expansion in the marketing, the manufacturing industry in the valley has definitely boomed in the past 15 years that I've been coming to school here. With respect to the tax question, you look at the history of most areas, and people will fight even for $1 tax. Are you going to add $1 tax to my taxes? Absolutely not.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have been one of the ones to fight, but recently my mind's has been changing on a lot of manners.
Yeah. So what was your question again? Sorry, you got to repeat it.
My question? No, I wanted to hear your opinion on all of this, that increasing, having a law school here, increasing all that, having a law school, doing the
So
parking.
what would be for example, well, rephrase the question. What would be the limit on taxes that you would say, you know what, that's allowable, I can live with that, or what's the top end of it?
Or that it arguably, my bad to interrupt, but I want to add something that like it might bring future benefit, like having bigger things here, so we grow as a city,
Yeah. So
even though it costs us now.
So interesting enough, a lot of the taxes are different in the city of McAllen, right? So they actually pay for their community college to be there. I wouldn't mind to help pay for a law school to be here. My max amount, though, I will tell you, probably is about $5. $5 per person
Per year?
per year. Yeah, that is what I probably would pay. You know, as someone who probably is going to have to invest in their own home one day and have a family and have to worry about where my money goes to bills. Truth is, I I'm probably not going to go to law school, just given the cost of it nowadays. And if a law school was here, I would love to invest in that future for the Valley, but $5 is probably my limit.
Yeah. We've talked to the mayor candidates here in the city of Edinburgh, and
Do you want to, my bad to interrupt, do you want to explain like how we did it real quick as SGA, like a quick 30-second, 1 minute, how SGA did that?
Yeah, okay. So it all started. How back do you want me to go?
No, just go like a quick, like how we
Quick
met
30
with
seconds? Okay.
Snapshot, yeah.
So I had this idea. I saw a lot of student governments.
You had this idea.
I had a lot of. Hold on.
Vice President External.
I saw when I went to NACA, which was a conference where a lot of student governments were at. I saw all of these student governments very interactive with their community leaders. They would go to the Capitol and lobby bills, and that really planted a seed in me because that is the vision that I have for our student government, for us to really be the voice of the students. And really, how can we not be the voice of the students if we can't go and talk to the community leaders, the leaders there in Austin? And yeah, so I heard that there's a election going on, and I'm like, hey, perfect time, perfect. What is the word saying? Right place, right time. Literally, that's literally what happened. Talk to our advisors about it. I got all of us. We all started talking about it, and we're like, yeah, let's do this. So we got in contact with them. Mr. Daniel Vera helped me out a lot. I mean, he's the chair of the Senate. So we reached out. We reached out to Mr. Richard Molina. We reached out to Omar Ochoa and also Johnny Garcia. Kevin helped me out with Johnny Garcia.
Wait, all of which are fellow candidates for the mayoral election.
Yes,
We also reached out to the fourth.
Oh, yes. We also reached out to Mr.
Jonathan
Salinas. Yes.
I did not receive anything back from him.
Yes.
So.
Out of those four, only the first three mentioned wanted to come. So I thought this was an amazing opportunity for student government and for our university, for us to really share values and, hey, like, let's start working with the city and let's make this university better. So one of the biggest things that I was talking to them about really was, hey, the Valley's just growing, right? I mean, you hear that all the time. The Valley's just growing. The Valley's just growing. So we need to stop acting. The city needs to stop acting like the city of Edinburgh is a small town. No, we're getting bigger. So we need to really start thinking bigger. So, that's why I love the law school idea. I love bringing making our population more educated. Having lawyers stay here, and so yeah.
And of all the mayoral candidates, without getting too political,
I was just about to say that. So, with your official voice.
on direct.
With my student voice.
Yes, with your student voice.
Student
Sure.
voice only.
Disclaimer was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Which of the candidates would you vote for if you had the opportunity?
Honestly, I believe Omar Ochoa has my vote, and
Your vote that you can't vote. You can't cast.
Oh yeah, Omar Ochoa has my support. I loved talking to him. His ideas and his values align a lot with mine, so that is a big reason why I support him. Yeah.
Off the record, right now
Jeremy,
on the
now it's
record.
Jeremy San Miguel's turn.
Yeah, I am
Speaking
I'm
as
also
a student.
student only.
Yes.
Yeah. Not as a full-time staff member.
Not as a full-time staff member or a member of the student government.
or student
Speaking as a
government.
student.
I remember. I just wanted to bring up that point earlier that it left my memory. But on the subject of taxes, mayors have to do their due diligence, right, in like navigating municipalities with how they spend money, right, and how they invest in the future. And so I think I that was my question I had for all those three candidates was, how do you see the future of UTRGV graduate students, right, fitting into the tapestry of the city of Edinburgh, right? Ideally to serve as a model for the Rio Grande Valley.
Of course.
And only one candidate said, hey, the reality is we need big business here. There's not enough. We need more manufacturing. We need more engineering. But the truth is, in their opinion, hey, we don't have good enough roads. You look around the valley and there's so much room for the taxes to be spent making Edinburgh look beautiful to get more big business. And I will say Mr. Molina did answer that question just like that, right? He was the only one that was specific, really, really, really specific on what the valley needs, at least in that space.
So he has your vote?
I'm still deciding.
I would like to say something. Honestly, I love the three candidates. I love the three candidates. They were all amazing. They all sounded like, hey, they do have good intentions for the city of Edinburgh, and like Mr. San Miguel said, they were all talking about, hey, like, we need to make it prettier, the roads, the tax dollars, and I really do think they all have good intentions behind, and I just loved having all of them, well, all three of them there with us. That way we can really voice our concerns and have these concerns heard one-on-one and have that create that bond with them. But yeah.
I mean, with respect to who gets it and who actually makes a difference, there's a book called On Mental Toughness. If you ever get a chance to read it, it's pretty great. They mention what are leadership traits needed, right, to make actual change in the world. And one of them is contextual grasp. Like, do you understand what's happening in your city? Or are you a politician that just loves the seat, doesn't really like to do research, doesn't like to make research-informed decisions? The other one is hardiness. Are you able to face disaster, face adversity with your respective municipality and say, hey, we're going to get through this, and I'm going to lead you? And the last is being able to lead others. Like, you have to be liked. And if you're not liked, no matter what you try doing, even if it's with research-informed decisions, even if it's with the best heart, no one will ever follow you. Yeah.
Absolutely, and I think that regardless of our own opinions, no matter what, we look immensely forward to working with the city of Edinburgh. Regardless of who wins, we just want that barrier to be open now so that we may be able to do stuff within the city and with anyone that's elected in the official capacity with the city of Edinburgh, regardless of who wins. So,
regardless of who wins, SGA won at the end, UTRGV won at the end, and that's what matters to me. And me as a student and as a person who can actually vote in the city of Edinburgh, of all the mayoral candidates, I thought the best one was Richard Molina, because for me, my big part about being a senator is I love listening to students talking to them, and I felt Richard Molina did the best.
As a senator or as a student?
As both now.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I thought.
We're sorry, we're gonna have to enter break, so keep that thought till we come back.
Yes.
All right, and we're gonna enter break. All right, thank you guys.
Dang.
All right.
alrighty, and we are back. And just a reminder to everyone that, one second, please note that remember that we are members of the Student Government Association. However, everything that is spoken about on this podcast is our own beliefs and not a representation of our official views in our capacity, whether we work for the university or are elected members of the Student Government Association.
Beautiful.
Well said.
Thanks. I had to completely almost semi-wing that, so we're good. All right, now where were we?
Where were we?
We were talking
we
about
were
the mayoral candidates.
Yeah,
Just how the experience was.
Oh yeah, how whoever wins, no matter what, in the mayoral elections, that helps UTRGV, that helps
Yes.
SGA, that helps the people at UTRGV, because the mayor's for Edinburgh and UTRGV is in Edinburgh.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, aside from that, when you look at statistics, we were talking to the mayor of Brownsville, right?
Oh yeah.
And Mayor Cowan was talking about how they have 196,000 people, right, that live in the beautiful city of Brownsville.
Wow, really?
Yet, out of all registered voters, which I think it's about 90-something% are able to vote, right? Something around there. Only 8,000 go out and vote every time there's an election.
Wow.
Right, so that's like probably less than 5% of the population that go out and vote.
Yeah. Do you know how many voters are students?
No idea. Not yet,
No.
at least.
I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, today actually was the last day to sign up to vote for the November
Yes.
election. The very last day.
Yeah, so if you're hearing this, registered. If you're not registered to vote, make sure you register to vote before 5 p.m.
Wait, when can I register to vote?
Right now?
Right now.
Up to 20 minutes.
But you still have to send it to the. Did you vote for the presidential election, or no?
No.
No, you're not registered
Okay,
to vote.
okay,
You got
Jer-
20 minutes.
All right. What's it called? Let's just go. Let's talk about UTRGV now. But Jeremy, send
Yes.
me the link, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to be
Let's-
I don't want to be that guy, but Kevin, I am pretty sure even if you register to vote online, you still have to mail it to the office of.
Wow, you said you didn't want to be that guy, but you are being that guy.
Hey, I'm sorry, but hate to break it to you, but
I think they can register you there if you have your ID.
Yeah, I think if you say pretty please, you should be good.
Yeah.
Not too sure.
Don't forget the sugar on top.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right.
All right, but let's go back to UTRGV.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
get out of the talk about the mayoral elections and everything.
okay.
All right.
All right, I guess I will go ahead and take this one. Let's see. Pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 through 7.
3.
1, 2, 3. Pick a different number.
Oh my.
Was it about the mayoral candidates?
No. Here,
6.
let's go.
It was about Panda Express.
Let's go a little bit more relaxed. What's one thing that most students wouldn't know about either of you?
Do a little fun question.
Little fun fact, something completely different. Could be
Wouldn't know
anything.
about me.
Wouldn't, yes. Would not.
Okay.
You wear glasses.
That's
Okay, I have to think about this. I don't know. Let me think.
Jeremy, do you got one?
Yeah, I love EDM. Like, so much so that I will go to raves across the globe, actually.
Favorite artist?
Favorite artist at the moment?
That's mainstream, so most people can understand.
Yeah, John Summit. He's great. I'm going to see him on a cruise in January.
I was thinking more like Skrillex and Deadmau, but yeah, I thought John Summit. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that because I actually do also enjoy EDM.
Yeah.
It's a good workout music.
And then another thing is I know a few different styles of dance. I like to dance. I like to get out there.
Care to explain which ones?
Yeah.
Care to show.
Care to show.
Yeah,
Maybe on the
yeah.
next episode. Bachata, salsa, two-step. I can hip-hop dance too. Yeah. You can sign me up for Zumba. I'm there every day.
Nice.
Yeah, and of course the traditional waltz. Or I'm a hoot at weddings.
I believe it. Wow, I only know. I mean, country western two-step. That's bachata. I was learning cumbias and then realized it's too fast for me. And then what else was I learning? Tejano, but I never went to the class, so
Okay.
I just got 3 under my belt.
2026 goals. Yui, what's your?
I like musicals.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm a boring guy. I feel like I'm a boring guy. I don't know what to.
I know.
I was gonna
I know
say-
you are a boring guy.
Hamilton, you like to read?
I mean, yeah, I like to read, but I don't know if a lot of people wouldn't know about that. Wouldn't know about that about me. I mean, I always have some books with me. Currently reading The Lord of the Rings, but I haven't really been able to read just because I've been reading more school-related stuff. So like cases on my whatever our professors have us to read.
Okay, so then we'll say, what's your favorite hobby outside of school-related stuff?
Does reading count?
Yes.
No.
Reading does not count. You can read just based off relaxation.
Yeah, I can read subtitles
okay.
on a TV show.
Okay. Favorite hobby? I like to work out.
Woo! Okay, that works, yeah.
And
that works.
also, I like playing chess.
Are you good?
Second best game in the world. We actually had chess club
What-
here.
second
as a,
best? What's the first best? Clash Royale?
No,
First best is,
chess boxing.
whatever I'm good at that day.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
But we actually had chess club here as a
Yes.
as a member here on the podcast. Shout out to Angelo Buzan and Carlos Rivas.
Amazing. I know those gentlemen. They're amazing.
Yeah, he's an amazing president.
I
right now,
actually
Angelo.
stalemated against Carlos, so technically he can't beat me, and he's higher elo. So
You know what's
Carlos,
funny? That's actually really funny you said that because I actually made Kevin draw
Oh
twice.
my God.
Twice.
wow, and isn't Kevin like really higher elo
He's
than
at
you?
least 1,000 points higher than me.
And-
I've actually beat
Wow.
the assistant chess coach once.
I think it's more embarrassing for you to
Of you
to
two?
draw with me.
Yeah.
It is. But hey, I have a question for y'all. Like SGA has a huge role in shape, and I wanted to have a huge role in shaping students' life at UTRGV. So if a new member wants to join wants to like step up in a leadership position, let's just say they want to join a club, SGA, anything, and they ask you like, because you know you're experienced and you seem like an awesome leader, Ian Alfaro.
Thank you.
Seem.
Okay.
What would you tell
what's
them?
all?
Like if a student wanted to be in a leadership position, like they want to be like they want to join an org, they're scared. What would you tell them?
Okay. So just advice for people that want to put themselves out there.
Yeah, if a student asked you for advice, like
Really, okay. First, find your passion. I mean, any leadership role can be in anything, really. Like, if you love Pokemon Go, you can literally be that leader in the Pokemon Go organization. But really, it's just fueling yourself with your passion and doing what you like. And I know that's like the number one thing that everyone says: just do what you like. Just do what you like. But there's a reason why people say that, because it's true. And doing what you love, there's just something about doing what you love that just makes you want to do it and makes you want to wake up and put those shoes on and, hey, go out there and do it. But
and what you love is law.
what I love is just serving people, and I love seeing change. And I think with the skills that I have, right? With the skills that I'm not good at math. I don't see myself as a doctor. I've always been a great speaker. I've always been really like the presentations and I can go back, but I really saw that in law is where I can make the most change. So I think that's what really sparked my interest in it. And of course, all gifts, right? All passions, you're not going to be great at them at first. So to that student that wants to do that leadership, you're not going to be a great leader from the start. It takes mistakes and it takes learning. But in order for you to even progress at that point, you need to start it. So just starting it, even if it's bad, even whatever you want to start, just start it. Even if it's sloppy, because you're going to learn and you're going to be a great leader.
So if I'm a kid and I'm not a kid, if I'm a student and I ask you, how do I, like, I'm scared to get involved, what do you tell me?
I would say that it's okay to be scared, because, hey, everyone that becomes a leader, they're scared. And that's where courage comes in, because you're not strong. You're not courageous in the best times. You're courageous whenever you're scared and you still go out there and do it. And it's a really good leadership trait. So just doing that and just starting something off is the best thing you can do. Jeremy, I don't know if you know this saying. What's that one saying that's like, the best time to buy a house, the best time to buy a house is yesterday. And the second best is today. So that's really like my best advice, is really just start it.
What about you, Jeremy? How would you help younger senators or students who want to start out? And if anything in UTRGV or anything UTRGV or anything like, career related.
So I've had the wonderful privilege of getting to know current and former university presidents. It's kind of cool to say that. I got a few on LinkedIn. If you're not on LinkedIn, get on LinkedIn.
I need to get on there.
Dude, sorry to interrupt. I went to a career center, and then there's so many people I have on my notes to add on LinkedIn when I get a LinkedIn.
I don't even have you on.
There's something that leaders need to have, to my best understanding, and it's something that you can't learn in a classroom. And they are to be hungry, to be humble, and to be people smart. And the truth is, if you want to get into a leadership space, people ask themselves, hey, well, I need to work on these 3 things before I become a leader. No, many leaders will work on them their whole entire lives, right? You got to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. One of my favorite speakers to ever come out of this system, right, this university, was Dr. Julieta Garcia. If you're not familiar with her, she's the very first university president in the United States who was Latina, and she was University of Texas at Brownsville. She was their president, and then of course when we became UTRGV, she was then a tenured faculty, right, in communication, to my understanding, or English. And when she gave her speeches, I tell you, there was always one point where she's like, and just chase it.
Just chase it? I love that.
And that goes back to being hungry, right? No one can teach you to be hungry. No one can teach you. And if you're like, well, what's the first step? Don't worry about the first step. Just
Start
step. Just step.
Yeah.
You know, ask 1,000 questions. The person who has the questions has the power. So if you leave something with more questions than answers, that's good. Don't ever be afraid of being uncomfortable. And yeah, that's it.
Ooh, that's beautiful. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy said it amazing. Like, just start it. Just start it, and I would say the hunger plays a big role in just who you hang out with as well. I mean, I hang out with you all, and I hang out with.
Is that good
So-
or bad?
Yeah, I
don't
mean,
know.
you all are ambitious gentlemen, and then I hang out with friends as well, and then, they're all ambitious and just encouraging one another, and yeah, I think that's amazing. And just like how Jeremy said, like, you need to start, and there's no such thing as a perfect circumstance for you to start. If you just wait for the perfect day, that day's never gonna come, and you're never gonna start. So, just starting it, even if it's bad. Don't be scared because, hey, I might fail, but hey, look, failure. If you don't fail, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna get that. So, yeah, just I would tell that student, hey, it's okay to be scared, but don't let that fear take over, and just start it. Just give yourself that push. Be courageous.
You miss every shot you take.
Wait,
whoa,
You
whoa,
miss
whoa.
every shot you take.
You don't
Yeah.
take. You don't
You-
take.
You miss every shot you don't
don't
take.
take.
Yeah.
Well, you bring. Having people around you that hold you accountable and that you aspire to.
Nah, I don't. I think that quote is correct in a lot of instances, but that doesn't mean you're in a wrong room. You might just feel you're helping other people, or you just want to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, it really just depends on your circumstances, to be honest. But as a student, if you want to learn, if you yourself want to learn, you need to put yourself in. And I mean, here in the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley, we have a bunch of amazing, smart professors. I connect with my professors.
Any professor you want to shout out in particular, your favorite or the best?
Yes, I do have a professor in mind. So he was my English professor, and I learned so much from him. And one thing about these professors, guys, at UTRGV, I would ask myself, like, oh, do these professors really even want to talk to me after class about, I don't know, what's going on if I want to learn? These professors, they're here because they want to teach. They want students to learn what they've learned. And so, so one of the professors I would like to shout out, his name is Sebastian Castillo. Amazing. He's in the English department, I'm pretty sure. And amazing professor. He's taught me so much about how, just about politics, about just everything, about law, about life. It's amazing. But back to Jeremy's question. I think it's very hard for you to be the smartest in the room. I think if you think you're the smartest in the room, you're probably not, and you're probably just
You're not humble.
you're not humble. Like you said, you gotta be hungry and humble. So here at UTRGV, the thing is, that professor is probably gonna know more than you in certain aspects, and get what you. In your room that's smarter than you in other specific ways maybe that you might not even think about. But yeah.
I love that. That's amazing. However, I will say, I think in a room full of five-year-olds, I think I would probably be the smartest. I'm not too sure about that.
They probably know, however, like, I don't know, the best Cheerios or something.
You know,
best
you actually,
insurance.
it's,
I love
so
that,
we'll say
actually.
it's smart is subjective then.
Okay.
Well, you never know. They may actually teach you about the importance of being optimistic
Hey,
too.
those 5-year-olds, they can ask some like crazy philosophical questions, and you.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
crazy
and
because
then-
you're just
and then-
like, you're not even conscious of it. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So I have a question for y'all then. Has your time in SGA these past couple months changed how you think about leadership or advocacy or anything like that? Either of y'all?
I'll let Jeremy say it first.
Oh, thank you. So we had a meeting today, the Internal Affairs Committee. All right, and one of the prompts came up of what does transparency mean to people, and we all kind of red robined around the room, and it got to me, and I was like, the reality is people need to know they have to be accessible to things. They have to be accessible to news, which is why we have so many news stations. We have podcasts because there needs to be things that are available to people. I often ask myself in the position of SGA, who are we and how accessible are we to the public, right? How accessible are our meeting spaces? Do people even know they're going on? Do they know that they can join? Do they know that they're welcome? And if they don't,
We need to make that happen.
who's failing who?
Exactly.
Question, right? And so that's my point. Yeah, before I get a little deeper, I'll let that.
Wait.
Hey,
What I want to say is onto with that. A lot of people don't know, but I know for sure. Like our president Juan Espinosa,
Yeah.
he's done a lot of presentations, like talk to people, and then he actually a student from Brownsville. A student from Brownsville approached him and he wanted to know about the meetings, and he actually ended up going to one of the
shout out
Brownsville
Juan.
meetings.
He's an amazing president. He is
Shout
the
out.
reason why we're doing all this. Amazing president. I love working with him.
But yeah, he's an amazing president. But he actually thankfully got the word out, and then a student from Brownsville was able to go to one of the meetings, which is the first time that's happened in
Yeah.
forever. So that's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And to answer your question, the question was, how has SGA
Has it changed the way you'd like think about
Oh, for
leadership or?
Yeah, I think every experience that I have, every position, it changes the way I perceive leadership. And I think one of the things that's changed me is that, hey, look, 9 times out of 10, the people you're working with, they all want one goal, the same goal, I guess. Like here in SGA, what do we want to do? We want to better the university. However, we all have different, where we disagree is how do we get there? What is the definition of better for us? And I think what it has taught me is to be, to find compromise, but to also work with it's just taught me how to work with people, how to work with what they value, how to work with their ideas, and how you can combine and collaborate better with your team members to get that goal. And I think that's what student government has taught me a lot, just collaboration, how to better collaborate with other people and how to have them help you. And like Jeremy said in the beginning of this podcast, it was, what was it? It was, if you're not a servant, you can't be a leader, something like that.
I said if serving is beneath you, then leadership is beyond you.
Yeah. If you want to be a leader, you need to know how to be a servant too.
I love that. I love that response. Yeah, like me and Ian Alfaro, we're good friends. I've known him since high school. He's current vice president, external. I'm a senator at Largeville. We do agree very much, but what we do is we respect each other. We talk about it, and that's how every good team should be.
Yeah, we have our disagreements, but we still compromise and we still respect each other. And I mean, all of us here, we probably disagree on a lot of things, and we
Yeah.
probably agree on a lot of things. But being a good leader is about collaborating.
Yeah, I wanted to bring something up. I guess it's kind of been echoing in the back of my head for a while. I think all of us in some capacity or another are Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
In this space, yeah, 98% Hispanic actually.
97.8.
97.8 percentage of UTRGV students who are of Hispanic descent. Yeah, I think about what culture means and what it means to like hold a platform, right? So culturally speaking, and it goes back to Dr. Julieta Garcia, former UTB president. We have an expectation for us to kind of be humble and put our heads down. I don't know if your grandparents or great-grandparents taught you that or your parents did, but just be respectful, don't make too much noise. And that goes against a lot of what leadership is, which is about being okay making noise when it's appropriate, right? And I think having that platform, regardless of what position you hold in SGA, you're supposed to represent your students by giving them the platform to be a little louder. Asking your constituents to tell you what's going on.
Yeah, that's a great thought to end on.
It's a great thought, but
In general, that was something that I think everyone can resonate with. I just wanted to appreciate and thank both of y'all for engaging in that kind of conversation that not a lot of people would maybe want to have.
Yes.
So.
not gonna lie, I think this is the best podcast we had. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe
you
not my
all.
favorite, but the best.
Oh, okay. Thank you all so much.
But it's about to be 5. We're gonna have to clock out, guys. So if y'all want to give any final statements to the UTRGV people listening to the podcast, or even the UTRGV students.
Yes. So all vaqueros, I'm a vaquero. We're all vaqueros here in this room. We love to talk to y'all, and don't feel free to come and talk to us. Whatever it may be, it doesn't even have to be our university. Like I said, I love reading books. If you want to talk about that, whatever it is, we love engagement. So yes.
And you, Jeremy? Senator, thank you for the final verdict. Words. Verdict. Final verdict.
Closing statement.
Yeah, final closing statement, external vice president.
Thank you. As a student since 2011, it's 2025. How many? That's 14 years a student.
14 years.
14 years a college student. There's never one path to get anything done, but I would encourage all of you to be hungry, humble, and learn how to be people smart. Regardless if you're introverted, extroverted, you got to know people, and you got to be able to get them behind your back, whether you are a student or a first-time mayoral candidate trying to run your first race. Whatever it is, you have to know people, and you got to be able to get them behind your side. And that's it. Closing statement done.
I love that, and right now I am hungry. What about you? You have a final closing statement? Chair of Senate Daniel Vera?
Good luck. Have fun.
Hey,
Be
my final-
courageful. Be courageful. Take that first step.
I actually really like that. I really like that. My final closing statement would be us in SGA. We may not be perfect, but the safest hands are still our own, the students' hands.
Kevin,
amazing.
Kevin,
Yeah,
sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
Yeah, those are perfect teeth, Kevin. Don't forget to play chess, y'all.
All right, thank
Yes.
you everyone for joining us today. Special thanks to Ian Adefalo and Jeremy. Your insights on leadership, advocacy, and SGA work have been incredibly inspiring. To our listeners, if you have any questions and want to get involved with SGA, email Senator-at-Large Kevin at kevin.sebastianflores01@utrgv.edu or Chair of the Senate, me, Daniel Vera, at daniel.vera02@utrgv.edu. Don't forget to follow UTRGV on Instagram to stay updated on all things SGA. Until next time, this is
This is Kevin Flores
and Daniel Vera signing off.
from SGA Unplugged. Thank you.
That was amazing.
That was good.